Oh my God, everybody. I just got back from the David Lee Roth show at the Hollywood Hard Rock. And I wore this. Look, I haven't changed my clothes since I've been back home. I wore this and several comments, and they were all positive except for one. There was one pickle whistler that was very offended by my shirt, and it was hysterical. I got a chuckle out of it. I was going down the escalator, and this guy was at the bottom, you know, because in the Hard Rock, I had to take 2 escalators down. But this one guy's getting on the escalator while I'm getting off this one to get on that one, and he's facing me and he looks at my shirt. And he's looking at me like, and I'm just looking at him like, what? Go ahead, say it, you know? And he goes, Sammy Hagar doesn't suck. And I said, my shirt begs to differ. Now, when I initially went into the Hard Rock, I was incognito. I had all my hair up, in the hat, wearing glasses, and a shirt over this shirt because I was at the Hard Rock, I don't know, 2-3 years ago where they wouldn't let this guy in because he had a shirt that said fuck on it. I can't remember what band it was. I think it said metal as fuck on the back, something like that. They didn't let him in unless he changed his shirt. So he had to turn it inside out. And I didn't want to go through that shit, you know? So I just hit it, you know? And once I got to my chair, I let my hair down, took off the ponytail. I put the hat back on. I put the glasses here. And I took my shirt off first to see this shirt. And that's when I got several comments, you know. But I was already inside. Fuck it, right? And so here's the review of the show. All right? 30% of it, Dave, sounded great. 70%, oh my. Oh man, it was bad. I mean, really bad. It was like the dead frog was in effect. But I gotta tell you, man, regardless, I had a good time because the band was super tight. I loved the band. The band was awesome. That guitar player did all Eddie shit note for note. The only thing he didn't really do like Eddie, which a lot of people can't do, is the beginning of Mean Street. He did do it, but he did it very sped up, where Joe Satriani couldn't do it at all. The guy was a beast. That guitar player he had, he's a beast. The whole band, he's got a bunch of people up there. He's got 2 keyboard players, got a bass player, guitar player, and 5, the best part of the show if you ask me, 5 black dudes on stage, like Boys to Men, you know? And they were fucking awesome. Because every song, they're like, you know, yeah, you know, they're really into it, singing those backgrounds. I mean, they were just awesome. And the highlight was when Dave joined them on the one where they were going ba-ba-da, shoo-be-doo-wah. That part was just magic, man. It was great. There was a lot of parts of the show that were really cool. I'll get into the set list in a second, but man, the coolest thing Dave said on stage was so awesome. He said he met some girl while he was walking around the casino, he said. And the girl comes up to him and she said, "Don't you remember me?" And he said, "Yeah, I remember you. We were a hot item at the Sportatorium." Now, the Sportatorium was the venue, the greatest venue on earth for me in the 80s. That's where I saw the greatest shows I ever saw. And the greatest show I ever saw was Van Halen with David Lee Roth. 81, I saw 80, 81, 82, 84. I saw them all, you know, and they were the greatest shows ever. So for him to bring up the Sportatorium tonight was fucking awesome. It was amazing. And all right, here's the set list. He opens up with Panama. Sounds good. He comes out sounding good. I thought he sounded fine on Panama. Then Drop Dead Legs, which I thought he sounded fine on that too. On the one, some cracks, but as I said, that little middle section, that shit was awesome. Now the next one, I'll Wait, is a mystery to me. Why is it that every time he sings I'll Wait, he sings it fine? And that's like one of the hard songs to sing. I'm telling you know, because he's got easy songs, but he decides to scream instead of fucking how he originally sang it. Because how he originally sang it, he can pull it off. But he decides to scream. But he doesn't do that on I'll Wait. But he does that on the next song. Girl, got me now. You know, he's like totally screaming. But what was really cool about that was in the little middle section, he goes into a little story. Then somehow he starts talking about Michael Jackson. And then he tells one of the black dudes, sing it like Michael Jackson. And one of the black dudes, he sounds just like Michael Jackson going, girl, you got me now. You know, I thought that was really cool. And then they go back into the song. And then at the end of the song, Dave moonwalks. I was like, what the hell? He actually moonwalked. And it looked good. It was pretty awesome seeing that. Then they go into Running with the Devil, which, you know, half Dead Frog, half okay. Romeo's Delight, yeah, that was a little rough, but man, the band is on fire. I mean, they're super tight. He sang Romeo's Delight okay, but the best is he had the black guys sing, you know, Feel My Heart Beat. You know, they were doing that part. And there is parts of the show where Dave would make the crowd sing, or the five black dudes would cover for him. And those were awesome parts of the show. Romeo's Delight, cool to add that on the set list. Then, the song I never understand why he keeps singing, Dance the Night Away, every version he does of that, since Different Kind of Truth Tour. He sounds like ass, and tonight was no exception. I'm always like, damn, you know, you didn't do Beautiful Girls, you should have done Beautiful Girls instead of Dance the Night Away, because Dance the Night Away, he just can't do it good. But, you know, the band was great, so I enjoyed it. Then they go into Mean Street, which was cool, but again, Dave decides to scream when he shouldn't be. Whatever. And then Atomic Punk. That one, Dave did pretty good. He did that one all right. Jamie's Crying, he did okay. Then Unchained, he was kind of struggling there a little bit. Oh, Pretty Woman, yeah, I guess that one was good. He didn't stretch it on that one. Ain't Talking About Love was cool. You know, he was all right. He didn't sing that one too bad. Hot for Teacher, yeah, that was a little rough. Everybody Wants Some was really rough. And then he ends the show with Jump. No encore. It's just a straight ahead, about like an hour and a half, hour and a 40-minute show. And that's it. That's my review of the David Lee Roth. It was rough, man, you know. But hey, if he's coming to your way and you already got tickets, go. If you don't, buyer beware. I don't know, man. I love Dave. Don't get me wrong. And I'm glad I went. It was a great time. I don't think Dave will ever come back. I mean, one of the main reasons I went was, God, man, we just lost Ozzy. I got to go see Dave at least one more time. And I did. I think it'll be the last time. Even, I don't know, maybe I will go see him again. You know, as bad as he was singing, the vibe was cool. Nobody was complaining at the show. They're all dancing, going crazy. That's another thing. Good reaction from the crowd. It was a good reaction. But, you know, yeah, it was kind of rough. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna get an honest fucking review from me. It was great, I had fun, but Dave was rough in 70% of it. So there you go. That's my review, everybody. Hey, if you went to the show, what do you think? Leave it in the comments below. Or did you see the last couple ones? Now, I did see the M3 one, and he was great on that. Way better than tonight. Way better. He was fine on that. But it still was fun. I'm glad I went. I got to see David Lee Roth one last time, I believe. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, thank you again for watching, everybody. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. So stay frosty. And by the way, as bad as David Lee Roth sounded tonight, it's still better than Sammy at his best. And I'm not saying that You know, oh, because he thinks that's why he says that. No, I just hate the guy's voice. I hate his voice, seriously. I hate him even more than Yoko Ono's voice. I really do. I can't stand it. I'll take Dave's Dead Frog voice over Sammy's best time voice any day. Listen to the Van Halen 6-pack and smack 'em a gob.